Hello, everybody. It is September 1st. Happy September. Like, I went to bed with my hair wet. It's literally just doing whatever. Okay, so let's pick up on the energy for the week. Any messages coming through they come through my spirit guides, my higher self, um, multidimensional beings, ancestors, loved ones. It's kind of a full house in here today in my room. I can feel it. Like, as soon as I sat down, I felt a lot of people here, like a lot. All right. And then I got a message, not really a message, but like a vision last night of the stars. Like I was just taking a shower, then I just, boom. It's like I was in the night sky. I was in space, basically. And I just heard that this message is beyond space and time. So this is timeless. So whenever you come across this, it's going to have a message in it for you, whether it's the month of September of 2025, whether it's this week, and today is September 1st. It could be any point. At any point when you come across this message, there will be a message in it for you. So it's timeless. It doesn't matter whether it's really this week or any time. Just woke up. Let's get my coffee. So let's see what's going on. Oh, there's a lot of people. Okay. I'm seeing a lot of gold. Atomic gold, I'm hearing atomic gold. There is a need for atomic gold to help the planet at this time. I recall I heard someone talking about atomic gold last week. It was in a video, I think, and they were saying, is it Bashar? That to help the environment, all we needed was atomic gold. And I forget how he was speaking about implementing it, but he's like, that's all you needed was to utilize atomic gold in a specific way. And like, you're not doing that. I think some people even know that that would be helpful. That we're supposed to do that, but that it would be helpful. And they're not doing it. And remember, I went for a run after that, and I was like, well, can I just visualize atomic gold in the atmosphere? And I'm getting yes. Yes. I feel crooked. Hold on. What do I that yes, you can. Let me fix it. There. A little better. That'll work. That yes, you can. You can visualize atomic gold in the atmosphere. So I'm hearing that they're asking anyone who's watching this to visualize atomic gold in the air. Just like you're breathing in atomic gold, and it's just tiny, 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 tiny little golden particles, like a mist throughout the air, covering all the trees on the ground, way up in the atmosphere, kind of just surrounding the planet. That would be really, really beneficial visualization at this time. Noted. All right, so I'll do that too. Let's see. Something about trash. Okay. So my mind's a bit busy today. I'm getting messages about the trash system. There's been a lot of concerns from this collective about, well, just like trash, like what you throw away, how long it's going to be in like the landfill for, whether the city or state or whichever impacts you, whether they're taking care of it in the way that they say they're taking care of it. And most of the planet just buries it. And incinerating it is an answer, but it also puts out tetrafluorocarbons in the atmosphere amongst other things, and so that's not the best air to breathe. There is a way to recycle that will be invented, is being invented, to reuse plastics in multiple ways. Oh, I'm even hearing that we're going to need plastic so bad, we're going to dig it up from the landfills. Okay, all right. I mean, I've had thoughts and concerns about what I throw away. Where I live doesn't offer recycling, and where I lived previously did. And so I have like this conscious, it's like this resistance to throwing certain things away. And I'm always thinking about my impact. Like what am I leaving on the planet? Once I'm dead and gone, like what did I leave? I don't want it to be mountains, trash. Alas, here we are. But I'm hearing, this is a very bizarre message, but clearly I'm not the only one worried about my impact on the planet. I'm hearing that there are going to be methods of using plastic as not as kind of as fuel. We'll be able to recycle and use it for multiple different ways, fuel being one of them. Oh, and like running machines, making like oils out of it. Oh, there's all sorts of stuff. And that we will actually be needing plastic for some of these things. And we will be digging up some of the plastic that is in the landfills, using it from the plastics that we've got from the ocean. And so keep recycling, keep doing what you're doing. But that's just like a little side note for those that are concerned about what's going on with the environment. I mean, there's a ton of stuff going on with the environment. That's like one little thing, but that's kind of a good thing to know. And, it's not going to be, the processes are being invented today, like our generation. And we may see some of it being used back before we go, but that was just a little side note. Space exploration's coming up. I just heard, do your research about space exploration. Do your research, whether you believe it or not, whether you believe we went to the moon, believe we're going wherever, do your research. Take out what you read in history books as a kid, is the guidance I'm getting right now. Just basically chuck it all out the window. It was all written under very, very specific narrative. And I feel that kind of each generation of us got different books. And don't believe any of it. Do your own research about pretty much everything. Most of what we learned growing up, just throw it all out the window. All of it. Well, depending on the person, that's, obviously use your judgment, but it's like, we're here to reset all of that, which includes changing how we teach our kids about history and even what history is. I keep looking at the time because it's going to time out here just a minute. I'm going to have to do another one. And most of what we've been taught, there was an intention behind it that wasn't the purest intention of just educating the children on their past, the past of the planet, humanity's upbringing, for lack of better words. There's a lot that we have been taught that is inaccurate, and it is being It was modified for a specific reason to feed us inaccurate information on purpose. And it's all a method of controlling the masses, not to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but that's the information. That's what I'm getting is, a lot of what's in our environment is meant to control us. It's meant to keep us stuck. It's meant to keep you from following your light. It's meant to keep you in fear and to keep you in the old paradigm of doing things, like the old ways of doing things. And you have to almost forcibly step out of that paradigm. It's almost like it feels like you're going through something. You have to step out of it and then be on the outside looking in and go, oh, I see. I see why they taught us that. I see why they said that. I see why what all this is for. And either you agree with it or you don't. I don't. I just want to buy a house and farm and have like an orchard and have like a little running trail and I just want to live my life, not being controlled by other people or having them put shit in the food that doesn't belong there. So just grow my own. I digress. Anyway, so messages for the week. There are things and information that's going to be coming up. Lots of fear on the planet now because things are bubbling up that need to be seen that have not been seen in the past. Although they've been going on for a very long time. So none of this stuff is new that's coming out in the news. Like it's not new. There's a lot of baits and switches. I just heard like lots of bait and switch on the news and the government just going on everywhere in the public eye to deceive. Don't use your intuition and your inner knowing to kind of perceive what is truthful for you, whatever medium it comes across to you. Whether you're talking to somebody or whether you're watching on the news or in any way. So it feels like a lot of stuff is crumbling at this time, but it's meant to. It's not meant to be scary. It's meant to crumble so that a new foundation can be built. And that's kind of what's going on right now, is everything is falling apart because it's supposed to. And because it's supposed to be us that rebuilds it. So there's nothing to be scared of. Trust yourself. Learn who you are. Go into your heart space. Just live, be there. And this will all look a lot less scary. Trust that what's happening is meant to happen. Trust that you're right where you're supposed to be because you are. There are no mistakes. What is meant for you will never pass you by. There's no shoulda, coulda, wouldas. There's no shoulds at all. Nothing that you should be doing, nothing that you have to be doing. Do what makes you happy. Don't concern yourself with the news. Use your inner knowing as a compass, as a guidance system, and just keep trucking on. The infrastructure is going to be changing to where whatever it is that you want to do, you may have to create it for it to exist. So do that. Do that. No fear, just do it. And though there may not be a space for you out there, it's because you haven't made it yet. You have to go and create it. And then others will follow behind and continue to build what you have built. That's beautiful. All right. So interesting messages. So do your research about all the information that you're ingesting. Basically chuck out everything you learned as a kid when it has to do with world history and humanity's history. There's changes in what we will be doing with the excess plastic on the planet. So that might set some people at ease. It set me at ease, actually. That's always good to know. Oh, do the atomic gold visualization, and that will help the planet heal. She's healing herself, and it would just be a little edge. You may have to create your empire. It may not exist yet. It may not even be a foundation of it, of something that you can copy, because that's kind of where we're heading now, is what your soul is wanting to do and why you're here. You'll have to create it, because it doesn't exist in the old way of doing things. And the planet's in between the old and the new, kind of letting go of the old and adapting and developing this new way of living that's love and light based, in a higher frequency and a higher vibration. So what you want to do that corresponds with that, we have to build, because it doesn't exist yet, because it didn't exist then in the old way of doing things. You have to make it. So go for it. Have fun. Create whatever you want to create. You have the power. You're right where you're supposed to be. You didn't miss out on anything. If you think you missed out on it, it wasn't meant for you to begin with. You wouldn't miss anything that's meant for you, period. Or people. There's no people that you should have, could have, would have been with, kind of thing. You weren't meant to be with them. If you were meant to be with them, you would be with them. Whatever meant to be with means. So don't worry about that. You didn't miss any opportunities. You didn't screw up in relationships. It was all meant to crumble. It was all meant to be where you are. It was all meant to be near misses. It was all meant to not happen. Okay? Trust. You're right where you're supposed to be.